Hey everyone, it's Brian. I want to give you a brief update as we look to make changes to educational programs, schools, and facilities in response to the very real challenges that are facing our community and PSD. But before I dive in, I want to acknowledge that the past few weeks have prompted people across our community, across the world, to feel a range of emotions, not only about things that are happening within our school system, but also across the nation and the globe. In many ways, things feel confusing and chaotic. I understand why people might feel that way, and I own that we have not yet done a great job of helping people understand the challenges that we face in PSD. People are wondering, why are we having to talk about any of this right now? I want to do better with this moving forward and bring a greater level of clarity and reassurance. As I've shared before, birth rates and student enrollment have been declining for several years. We see the biggest impact in our schools in the western part of our school district, and at the same time, some of our schools in Timnath and Wellington are experiencing growth, and we know that we're probably going to eventually need new schools in the eastern part of our district. We also have an estimated of $1 billion in facility maintenance and improvement needs. PSD doesn't have anywhere near that kind of money for maintenance or construction, so we anticipate in short order that a future school board may have to ask voters for their support once again. No matter how resource constrained we are now, we cannot, in good conscience, ask for more money before showing that we are great stewards of the people, programs, and buildings, all of our assets that we have in our school system today. So putting all of these pieces together means what exactly? Our district's long-term sustainability is at risk. Listen, as a leader, I'm not an alarmist by nature. I am a hopeful, optimistic, joyful person who is grateful to be a part of this incredible community and school system. But I cannot emphasize enough the significance of the budget challenges that lie ahead in PSD. To ensure our district's viability for generations to come, we must make necessary changes. So here's what's ahead. We're going to keep you informed along the way. I promise you of that. PSD is moving forward with hiring an independent, external facilitator to lead the work of a facilities planning steering committee. Information about the steering committee, enrollment data, demographers' projections, facility use information, and more will all be made available soon on a new long-range planning webpage on our district's website. This will also have a schedule of the various listening sessions when finalized. We anticipate releasing that information in the next few weeks. It's important to me that our process for community engagement is authentic, genuine, and repairs and builds trust. As the proud superintendent of this district, I want you to know my values. We have to protect what matters most, which is high-quality education for our children and all of our young adults. We must also prioritize our most marginalized students, those who need us most. The idea of closing or consolidating schools is emotional, deeply emotional. No one wants to see their school community change. I get that. But knowing how personal this will become, I don't want there to be competition between schools or lobbying or people fighting for one decision over another. That will not make us stronger as a community. And finally, this work will require creative, out-of-the-box thinking. The ideas that I have already presented regarding school consolidation and program expansion remain on the table, but they also need to be further evaluated. We're also open to counter-proposals and other ideas as well. We will also ask the steering committee to examine attendance areas and propose boundary changes for additional consolidations that are necessary to ensure sustainability in the future. This work is not going to be easy. We want the best for each of our students in PSD, and we must do what's best for the entire school system as a whole. But if there's one thing that I've learned since joining this community more than 2 years ago, is that there are a ton of smart, passionate, and driven people who can do hard things when we all work together. So here's my charge to you. Please lean in. Participate in this process. Share your voice. Know that we need you and our students need you. Thank you so very much.